Akwaba. Akwaba. Yeah. In the 28th, right? In the 28th. February 28th. Un momento. I went out to turn off my security lights because prepaid on Yagua. And apart from prepaid in Yagua, no, let's just say, thank you. Akwaba, live and work abroad. Contour. The Joy Catering, Akwaba, Katie, Sexy, Clitoris. Hey, boy. Uzinala Krinya. Kwejo Kwachi. Contour. Kobe. _8. What? If na stitched by J. Eddie Stone in Chiwa. Akwaba, live and work abroad. Live and work abroad. Autry Isaac, Jordan, Akwaba. Happy Friday. We're made in Ghana products. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for Autry Isaac. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Akwaba. Hey. Oh, Autry, what do you think of Sona? Jordan, I didn't watch it all. I didn't watch Sona. I didn't. Autry, I love you. Right back at you. Although I didn't watch Sona. State of the Nation address. No, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it because, quite frankly, I don't need the certain president to come and talk before I know the state of the environment I'm living in. So like I said, I want to get off of politics completely and contribute my own personal quota. My own personal quota. So when we come here, I will expect you to help me call a lot of people to come and follow me to go and clean the beaches. And I need you to also help me to send a message out so that people who need certain benefits, like I'm opening certain things for, let's say, single mothers and single fathers, so let's say single parents, because we have a lot of wonderful men who are single parents and they need to be helped equally. It doesn't have to be the features of your body. If the person is a single parent, it can even be a grandparent who is taking care of a moframa be a omo parent free. So then if you come and you help me, say, oh sister, no, the program no because quite honestly, I know the state of Central Region. I know the state of Cape Coast. I know the state of Cape Coast North, Abra, Ehona Mifisi. But then again, maybe she feel Cape Coast South. And see, if I can even just concentrate on that one and not hear what the Sona said. Like Mokoko to fuel, Namu day, what's all the 3 cities? What's all day? Into my bakan. See, here I so light and go off. Light now go off. And see, in Crawford babies are questions. They are. New power habit in a easy. Pede was you doing so bacanism biome. But me feel that communicate here. I will try and use my small brain to come and analyze. And when I find the good thing about what the certain president has said, the supposed people who are in MPP and think I should belong to MPP, they will not understand. If I also criticize, rightfully so, what's going wrong with the SONA address, one, it will be negative, which is not good for my own personal health. And it will also compound some foolishness between NDC people and me, which is not necessary. After all, it's not 100 days yet. And even if it becomes 1,000 days, I have removed myself from that platform. The people like His Excellency came out yesterday to present the state of the nation himself. I expect the flag bearers, aspirants, I expect everybody looking for any office that they will need me to come and campaign for. I need those individuals to mount platforms, put on cameras this way, and convince us as the state of where they stand. This was state of the nation. I want them to come and tell us the state of who they are and what they will contribute themselves. It's enough that we keep coming here to praise people who have not even sent us. And send me like I'm out of that. Thank you so much. Me blow kisses be bra. Rebecca say me sexual content into Mr. Oh, Autry Isaac, thank you so much. Thank you. Your likes are just overwhelming. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so my topic says live and work abroad. Live and work abroad. Winning. Instead of us being worried about what is going on in Ghana, and do you know that there is a strike ongoing? Ghanaians. Certain sectors are on strike. And I don't need to mention the names of these institutions, but it's saddening that early in the administration, these strikes Autry, also, madam, I need your help. Autry, once I can help, no wahala. Once I can help, if I can't help, I'll let you know and I'll give you directions of where to go. But whatever it is, let me know. Send me a DM. If I can't help you, you best believe I'll tell you that, oh, this I can't because of so. and I am sure I'll have an idea of what you can do. Okay? Alima to humble baby. Oh, okay. So live and work abroad. Live and work abroad. Obia bekwa kwhwe sa we na me ba beka ho asem, because they're expecting say me matna America over 10 years. Many American embassy ayi adwuma. Me many whom you know ewo ba me ma nyina ati America me krati se me ka akwentu ho asem na me say ekwan bi da ha enkrofo betie pa enti me de se wa ba se wo ba beti. The only thing is, before I met you, ekwan a ewo se wo fa so a feel proof ubenya visa at least about America there meaning ekwan a wo fa so ubenya visa, ubenya clean visa. Wow, be kwa ye wadi. But as I met you, no. Mpese mi bisa o say, are you sure? We are sure pa. Say one kasakra wa assess sa choice a wu make you yedi adie bi ase we grow up with certain norms. This is normal. So wunya visa kwa abrochira. Se nyame ya wadom na wunya visa. Se nyame ya wadom na wunya be ma bia ni nsem ya. Se nyame ya wadom na se obi du tu kwan a. Sa dom bi ba. Se nyame ya se so tumi bom paye ma wunya visa na. Meanwhile, visa si nyina ye bom paye ye ton ye japade edi kwaji ye di kokro na enkrofo na ye nanam ka kire yen se omu be wia yen chichire yen na yen pese yen kokro no so e just na nka ye krom na ye de pa o. For us to have repeated this story for centuries, that our people were taken under duress. They loved where they were living. We were happy with the raffias and the leaf dresses. We were extremely happy with our gold that we were not selling to anybody. But how many of our families have this egusi? When the white man had not come and we had sole access to everything, how were we sharing it amongst ourselves? How did it happen that we started exchanging our human beings for ammunitions? What did those other Ghanaians do that was so bad? So in effect, Rollins Okunkum Crawford 79 was just a tip of the fuckberg. Because Sabreno Moshe millions of young Crawford, young Crawford, and Ayezu. Young bumper and a light and anchor off on obeyance and PUA. Open Swanana Aquaba. Yeah, cocaine history. Yen Shazi. Yen Exodus. No, because you share Exodus meaning. Say a mass departure of people. A mass departure of people. So now we are in exodus of ourselves. We are always looking for where we will find live and work abroad. Live and work abroad. When Fawundia says she'll show you a way, Hey, madam, I want your contact. And when you also go back to school, you will read it yourself in history and you teach students how these people supposedly, hey, Missy Rollins, why she? Nimpa kakre bi okunya. Yenkwohwe slave trade. How many Ghanaians were among slavery? Let's go. But this one, I just want to know. Ghana and slave trade. Slavery, also. Yes, how many slaves were from Ghana? Estimated number of people. Okay, so let me forget the figures and just ask. You think nimpaduduo na ye nanamo ton no? Did you hear anywhere that the slaves were kidnapped? It was a what? Trade. What is a trade? What is a trade? What is the meaning of trade? Or say, the action of buying and selling goods and services. The action of buying and selling of goods and services. Please, who were involved in the slave trade of Ghana? Was it the Nigerians? Was it the British who were selling us from ourselves? Or we had Ghanaians, our own forebears? Nkrofo mu free ye fie. Ebi mu sesi ye bom din a yesi ye nkoto waton hwan nkrofo. Mutrimu odin. How many of us were sold? But none of these people na yekofa omu besi ane yesi omu sentoma said ye Rollins no. Does that make Rollins kunkum nkrofo 79 to cancel corruption na afe kra na aso twan no? No, it doesn't exempt him from being okunkumufo. But me bisa there, exchange of goods and services, thank you, CR7. Na se yeye nkrofo almost sipata. Markets where they were selling the goods of human beings. Or see omo akwa war. Yeye na ye gold yan ye hwe ya de so. Ansa na colonial master neighbor me se mu yen two more. Na se we Ghana ni na se ne ekoso abrochre UK, Canada. I am expecting people like Marie, people like Faunhudie to stop. Sesia, they are wallowing in stop being delusional. Start being honest. Let's get inside the truth of our lives and unlearn this foolishness. We have called the white people evil for centuries. None of us has been honest enough to say our people were the evil motherfuckers. They sold us. They almost toying. Some punching nine. How much hatred do you have for Donald Trump? You damn black. When he says we are shithole, we are beyond shithole. We are the shittest of holes. Young Crawford no moon call school dano. Our wicked ass grandfathers, grandmothers, the witches. Rollins didn't do shit. Rollins didn't do shit. The character can be evoked anytime. Miss Parkers, when you say it, they will think you are. But don't you think we deserve? Maybe one bow. So almost say me man crying, yeah, America phobia will be. I won't give a fuck. Because after all, me see omu nyana me bad ye on free ho. Womba no mo papaya la tani. Hey, so almost you mu revoke ya. Sister, miss me more American embassy. In Crawford do ye revoke your mo. At the end, they know me more embassy on omu kwa abrochire na omu ko hu omu bibi omu revoke me person me bon Crawford din wa. We are still looking for avenues, live and work abroad. What quiet dear wo. You people think a white man is evil. Your ancestors, us is slave trade. One kade slave kidnapping. Broni no po otoye no. Broni no otoye no. Edu pempen so bi na niyem hyehyɛ no John Wesley. Osi kanina menie fry na de menie bie John Wesley. Do you know why Amazing Grace song? Do you know why it came? Na wo nanamo. Your stupid, greedy bastards called your uncles, your grandfathers, some were bushia for maybe ebio. They were selling the little girls for prostitutions. No, we almost see bringing the banner. Penny. At what point did it become okay that some of you were appointed and they were giving na seninia adwania no dia kosheno? So what good were you doing your so if you wanted to do them good, they've changed the story so much. Now they say leave the country. Nana do danko Akufo-Addo betna akonwa so first couple of years. I remember vividly when he made a suggestion that Ghana for mo abrochira omu ni krata no abrofo no fa omu mrafi. Fanti brother oni padibi modanyame wo bohoro na do papa nana do kroya so na ye ho na okaka kira abrofo no say ye gold no mo reparation say repatriation say one fam brehen. Now, Jimmy, the other day I was with someone in Elmina. We were around the castle. And we were looking on, watching how many white people had come and were being taken on the tour. And the person was telling me, imagine that a Ghanaian is standing there telling this gruesome, sad stories of how the slaves were taken and all of that, and door of no return and so forth and so on. And apart from the fact that the blacks in there are getting so bitter, so angry with the white people also at a point would think to themselves, hey, so if it is true we have done this to these people and this is how they actually still feel, then don't you people think it is not safe for us to have them here and they are having children and they are multiplying like rats? Your existence in itself is very intimidating, and why not? You think the white man thinks like you? The white man remembers how you were the person selling human beings. Please, in the trade, did the white man ever sell one single white human being in exchange of anything in our country? Think about that. In the slave trade, whilst the white men were coming to sell the people. So you see, you want to tell me that no black person ever went on the ships and saw how inhumane it was for the people? Your ancestors, they didn't care. They only cared of how many goods, which were your other ancestors. Now almost no. Inti say obana se ship no ke befa 100 a. Or 100 sikana or say now what she show me say so between the 1,000 akọ. Now at home. It was a trade. Get that in your head before you decide going abroad to these people we have painted black over the years. Then now we are also living in their country. We have Ohini David, we have Trini Jonas, we have all the loud mouths, rightfully insulting anybody called authority in this country. Messi Abrofono, they know us and almost throw your Jane Fita. Omu ni ye tumi di ye ho. Broni bi ambeton broni mo biao. In the slave trade, I want one place that a white man also exchanged a white person as a slave to any fucking African country, irrespective of whatever minerals we have. This foolishness of governance, of impeniform wa bem, omuye greedy, estarte ye, ansa na colonial masters say bao. Colonial masters came because they used the root of greed. They knew our people were greedy. They could sell their own. They could, instead of letting the gold go, instead of doing the trade with, okay, we'll give you our minerals, give us guns so we can fight these motherfuckers and win and make them work for us. No. It was not enough. Till today, when you go to the North Damango, they don't respect the Fulani. They say, these ones, they are slaves. They still say it with such audacity. Now, who show be or can say, it was a Fulani ni slave. Eh, you people, you will forever be our slaves. Some are sure no send a watch here dinner ho. Within us, go to Damango. Go there now. You will see them calling that's something I was asking. How can this be a joke? This is so like degrading. And some take it to some levels. And then we have the nerve to come and say, so now my question is, when you see they say live and work abroad, why do you want to apply to go to a country where they are doing everything they can to get rid of your species? You don't think it is time for us to call our people in the diaspora to start using their brains to start coming home themselves? And if not, they should still live there and keep coming out to denigrate this country of theirs, and choose the white person. The white man is going to know how diabolic you are. They know how we operate. They know. You come and say JB Danka allegedly conspired with whoever in whatever agency abroad. Before JB Danka, there was that your stupid king. There was that your greedy prostitute of a queen mother who was selling her natives, who was selling his natives, his subjects. They had people who they thought deemed to be sold out. Human beings. They were not stealing people's cows and goats and shipping abroad though. No. And do you know what they wanted in return? Guns, ammunitions. That's what they wanted in return. After Obi Babe protected public pass. It started from those centuries ago. We are born evil. We are born evil. You want to go abroad still. Your people there, they don't want them there. And it is doable because Kofi Abrefa-Busia, 1969, he sacked Nigerians from Ghana for whatever reason he deemed fit. We, tiny country like Ghana, we sacked Omo Niger. Kwame Alaji Bamiko Bona, which is in green. Yes, I can one, 69. Then in 1983, there was mass deportation of Ghanaians. And why not? And even the Nigerians, even they referred to us as criminals. Why? And why not? Go and read history. You will see that the sitting vice president of Nigeria continent, he was burglarized. Armed robbers had the nerve to go to the vice president of the country that time. Of course, we are born evil. Those armed robbers, when they were caught, 2 of them were Ghanaians. How would you feel if right this minute Nana Jane got burglarized and the thieves that they caught, 2 of them were Nigerians? You know what we'll say? As for those Nigerians, they are thieves, they are evil, we know. But you would have So they called us criminals before we ever had the opportunity. You want to go live and work abroad. You that don't respect your own presidents. You did. Now I understand. So it wouldn't have been strange for any president to carry a plane full of Ghanaians, take them somewhere, dump them there, take money and come back after all. But now, after all the history lessons, after doing everything to convince the entire world that the black man was minding themselves and the white man came and took us, that's what they say. They took us, not traded. They took us. They bundled us. Yes, your father sold you. Do you know how much they got? Do you? You are not angry with your family members who thought you were so worthless that they tied you up like a goat and sold you. And the white man who bought you is evil. Hey. That same white man that at a point came to their senses themselves and said, no, this is not right. Common mirror, Gloria say, the human beings, some of them were sold for ashishe. Ashishe is what anymore. In the high science, we are teaching to say who? But your ancestors, the white man who has done mirror that now you can buy it anywhere, is evil. But your grandfather who sold you so you will have a piece of that mirror, you are hailing him. Hey, yeah, dear. Hey, Anna Nebusia. Hey, Ebusia Castle. Hey, Anna Nebusia. Watch a chill where he found about paying ni. Now about Ebusia paying Cosime. Wafra Papa and then Joseph Mesa. Koshini no always a jan. Why can I so current? Wafra and the pool. Hey, Olu Wafra then. Oh, yeah, Joseph Abazi Mesa. Why can I so current? A G. Malame Busia paying no. Or what hair? On no ton on my rickets as I say 40. Another time, Moka Kosha 26 plots and Matana. Rickets is missing an awesome man, 1 ton. Moka Amazon Kodru Wask. Ungrafu be worried a juma of 40 plots. It's over a mountain. I was like, hey, Olu. Now, Ricketts answers also, you know, he's saying, my time on coffee warrior school. I was like, God, the I was your pain. What an arm, ho. What an arm, ho. How many of you here don't have one single Sikeni in your family? Or beer was Sikeni crew on Ebusian fee. But I'm a Sikeni, a pair we are from my seminar affection. Oh, more kaperiba. But you will say your friend is evil. The government is not doing enough. Where Busiafumpo, they don't do enough for you. Who won't do enough for you? We won't do enough. Abandon us when you are about to know. The state of the nation is that we are evil people and we need to start thinking right. We need to start thinking right. Oh, me say me bon pa say me kasa me mano beti asie no mo aba. Omo pa me wo. Why? What's it krom? E krom na wo kom no ye twa hini fomu bisa say mojo. Hey, do you know how they will kill you people? And why not? Why so munkumu? Mo bronit na no drink kwetire no say hey we podi otumi ono afani ni achichire no koton no na ohwemu na mu dori woni krom na nyese mu dori keke obone ahye ma na medi agina he because we're enemies of our own self akosia angoma. But we are not looking at the main problem. We are blaming everybody else. What has the white man done? If they say they are selling, if right this minute they said they were selling some Nigerians for 1,000 CDs for 10, they have tamed them. They can do everything. You go and buy. If human resource became the new currency, why not? May say we had the gold, all the things that we are now saying, and we ria, and Muhammad Yamani Niano, and also Zamani Niana, Mamma of Manu. All I'm saying is Sankro we no mususao. Rollins Muni Mahama Muni Akufuado Muni or Obia more canasem, they are little. Your ancestors were the crown princes of Abeifo. They sold human beings. They were not taking our gold. They couldn't even dig our gold and give it out for the foolish things they were trading for. They sold human beings. Is that sinking in? Is it sinking in? Omo toni pa. Omo tomu niamo. Omo tom. Hey! You think the white man is evil? You still want to go and live and work in that man's country. That person that our history book claims they are evil. Let me find John Wesley. Story behind Amazing Grace. Then I'll go off. We are living in let's read this. Let me drink some water. Or say the hymn Amazing Grace was written by John Newton in 1772. 2 centuries after I was born, 1972. The song is based on Newton's experience as a slave trader on total slaves, who was saved from a shipwreck and eventually became a minister. Before becoming a minister, Newton was a slave trader who captained a slave ship. In 1748, Newton prayed to God to save him and his ship from sinking during a storm off the coast of Ireland. Newton's conversion to Christianity occurred during this near-death experience. Newton wrote the words for a sermon for his 1773 New Year service at the Church of St. Peter and Paul. Newton later became involved in campaigning for the abolition of the slave trade. Brony, no! It was the Brony who was coming to buy the slaves, who, when he got saved on the ocean, he prayed to God and he realized, I don't even want, this is inhumane. He was campaigning for the abolition of the slave trade. Not a Ghanaian, not any African, not our ancestors who were continuing the trade to sell slaves. And because they were getting guns, they were capturing more slaves. It was the white man that was buying. Good morning, Madam Werak. Mr. Latte, good morning. How are you doing? It was the white man who was abolishing the slave trade. The hymn's development. The tune for Amazing Grace that is used today emerged in the mid-1840s in America. The final verse, which says, when we've been there 10,000 years, was not written by Newton. It was first appeared in Harriet Beecher Stowe's 1852 novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin. So, you all know, it says, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that has saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, though. We are all lost. Going to the white man's country, and then we claim we went and we built their stupid. We went and built it. You were taken there under duress. And that is why when you got there, you were able to build it. So since you built it, why don't you come home and build yours? Isn't it shameful that we have to live there amongst these people who are supposed to be evil? We have to live there to the point that they say leave. Well, right now, Donald Trump has brought one. Good morning, Madam Vida Akwaba. Now, Donald Trump has brought one brilliant idea. He says he's creating a gold card. If you have $5 million, you can apply for visa and he will give you every permit to enter the country to come and work and pay taxes. And it is very sensible. Yayan Kolano, who need tipa wa bin Dr. B ana bibibia won tu kwan kwa abrochire ho mpona wo de wo yere ne wo maako. Ayafu nti sesi ayafu nti jimini bia kra tumi onu so bu ni nkrofo. Enra mi tie Peter Paradise. Oh, Tina we di boni o. Tina we di boni o. Utumi ma Peter Paradise ma 30,000 Ghana. Sign ni motor o UCD kwa habem. Ozifi hefa kama wo papa wa shama. That hey Tina now we to so live be dia time say we dia we. Tina say we hu eja kesi. Messi abrochiri no. You should all start rethinking it. If once we were all lost, are we not found yet? Enti wo feel say wo na ne ye be ma visa say mo be twen na de mo experiment. Oh, ye de mo be experiment. Ye wo companies bi a omo fan nkrofo asa. Omo nim nkrofo a omo nsuo, omo nim ade omo di egum. Wo DNA. We adwuma wa abrochiri a. How many times NSC a wo de wonsa Tam, would be called press ade to identify you. Collecting your DNA is quite pretty simple. You are experiments. So think about it. How is it sensible that we say the person is evil, but we want to do everything to stay in their country now? You think this is what we should be doing? No. We should be talking to ourselves, understanding what the truth really was, demolishing that bullshit castles, because those castles, they don't only bear the stories of a white man taking your black people. You should also see that those castles was containing goods that your ancestors sold, goods called human beings that your ancestors sold. When you are giving your tour guide to tourists, add that to your stupid stories. You have built us to be angry with a white man. Meanwhile, the problem is inside here. What has the white man done? If you are selling your human beings as goats and they need goats to go and pick cotton fields, why the fuck not? If you just wanted mirrors, we are not looking at the bigger picture. We are not looking at the root cause of all this foolishness. And now the white man is evil, that he wants you out of his country. No, you are evil. You are dangerous. You are a very dangerous species. Slave trade is one of the worst. We will talk about Holocaust. We talk about that. And then we leave human beings selling human beings. We have carefully crafted the story to eliminate the black person's evil part of this whole ordeal. We have twisted the story. We've dramatized it enough to paint the white person who bought. Who buys something that is not on sale? How do they even know? Did it happen once? Do you know how many years this went on? How long was the slave trade? You think it's NDC and MPP. You think it's NDC and MPP. The transatlantic slave trade in Africa lasted from the 16th century to the late 19th century. This was the largest forced movement of people in history. Your fucking ancestors did that. We are still talking of Rollins. Or kunkum nkrofu bi wodrahin. Okay, you very well can you per 1,000. Your ancestors sold how many? 16th century, 17th century, 18th century, 19th century. Centuries, so 400 years. Now what ton we busiafo. Now what ton one. Oh, Irazi. Ashishe Jin. And Chino wa Punella wasn't crofner for Dukon. Hey. Sisi awar ton hen was the energy cars a kese one cran. We have to do this slave trade thing. We have to do a whole show so that we can see that we are stupid to even. Those people are also becoming wise. Like, hey, if we don't take care, these black people, they will overturn this whole shit onto us, and then the whole world will support them, and then we will be extinct. Yeah, we are. And you to turn yen na ye suda brohine a tonnin big one, it turned up on chairs abogum. And I'm one in passuso. Santa for our phobian. Our friend one cheer zino. Oh, in chance only been a pound 35. Sisi at 30. No, I'm going to there. Abrafun first as I was microscope Sidonia Wafo there. Was so I get more than we are trained. So I kata away. What would you to be I look at enjoying the was in Gruma by heart. Now I turn one. Now that I name Frobia. Ebokwa kakatre wunyankokro there on this market day. Oh, please, I am going off. Thank you for wanting to join. I beg you. I am not picking any co-host today. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Muntio. That's how they were selling us. They only sold stubborn people. Oh, even better. Raul, Francesca, even better. They only sold the stubborn ones. Wonderful. No wonder I am part of, because we say stubborn ones. So how were they determining the stubborn ones? So you agree that they were so stubborn that they deserve to be sold like goats. You see, when the white man listens to you and I having this conversation, and the white man hears that in our day and age, there are still Ghanaians who think it was right. Imagine, Newton, Sir Newton. Oh no, say Amazing Grace. Yeah, yeah, 2025. We are saying, oh, me I sure say you stubborn. So the white man sees that we still have the tendencies of wanting to even sell some more people because we are trying to justify it, which is why they are afraid of us. If say 2025, because after all, we found stubborn ones, good. I believe you. That is why the white man is afraid of you and I, because of what we have been able to do before. There is nothing else we should be discussing. Gold ni yafa omo ton nsuo no. Se on say yan se omo nim se nsuo no omo de ma Chinese fo no so omo ye galamsey ni omu no. Yende nyame ase se omo anton ye no nsuo no keke. Nsuo no keke. No omo say no. Think about it, it could be worse. They could be selling us. They could be selling us. You think it's not doable in this day and age? I didn't tell her say child trafficking air koso. Me no ka say ye ton kwala nkrofo kwaji nkrofo ma mehwe no wewu me your orphanage wato nsuom wa ye say or ye stubborn nkwala ye wo omo an omo oh mehwe no na wa befa na wa ma orphanage ni sika kese. Ghana, you think we follow adoption like they do child protective services? Äbřøäd na wa bana we don't do that. It's ongoing. And then we say, hey, Nigeria ni mami we ni trimodin. There was this Nigerian pastor woman who was transporting children from Nigeria under the pretense of Obeboa omu Äbřøäd. She was selling them. Somebody like that. Usha ne chief for nipa say no omo ton. How many times have you heard ever anywhere that a white man has sold another white man? Where? Yes, but also when are you coming back to USA? We mix you, my dear. Maybe NCBOMO na ne ekwe what is a medium when a bema medium says, yeah, orange president, I by the me my dream para. Senka me real deportation. Me try 11 years, I dear mammy 10. Inti uo waivers nin your be my enemy nana. Dear quay dear. May by has a make me money me bushing for Mumaka so mumbrefia because or dog. Yet they were down for was here and yamian. A bed do so. Slavery now 400 years. I just want to say it's time we started unlearning certain things, believing otherwise. Yeah, ankasa yen jing na yen assessing your mabini who say, this really does not fly. Se na a trade. Se na a trader. Me see, a trade say, our people being angry that they were sent there, no. They were happy here. They were happy. And almost call, no. Sa time no sa eniadina na David Mo nyoma bebre na ebo amu mu sa ofa ha kosi ha technology. Oh, Bernard Ben, thank you. It's Friday and we're made in Ghana products. Thank you. Akwesi kwejo. Muntie, before you embark to go live anywhere that you say is abroad, know the story of why they don't want you there now. You are dangerous species. We are. Hey, and sell their own tribe. They are selling them as goods. They call it goods and services. This is Sifo. Nanamu tonya 400 years. Omonye wudifo. I will say yeah shit, Charlie. We need to change history. We are comfortably telling the story that suits us, the story that makes us look good. That's the story we keep sharing. We keep sharing. It's a lie. We have made our people hate white people, rather, not hate their own uncles and aunties. We have twisted the story. So let me tell you, we are stupid that you are making us hate a white man who only came to buy what you were selling, and you are forcing them to like these evil aunties, uncles, and meanwhile these are the evil people. No wonder they are still taking us to juju. It is still happening because we are telling lies, wrong stories. It is not the white man who is the problem. It is your uncle, your auntie, your mother, your father, your the people who thought you were too stubborn and you should be a slave. The people who captured you. You didn't do anything. They came to fight your fathers. They captured you and then they sold you. Oh, we need to. Our history has so much lies in there, but we are holding on to it so dearly and living wrong. You think the white man is evil? The white man is the one who sang Amazing Grace. Like, why was I part of this slave trade? If these people were stupid enough, when the white man stopped buying, didn't the trade stop? They sold everything until... That is why the white man said, no, I have to go and rule these people. I have to go and rule these people. Then Kwame Nkrumah came and said, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Kwame Nkrumah was wrong on that one because obviously we can't. That's why we keep going to the IMF. That's why we are so sad that US aid is gone. That's why we are still here looking for a way to go live and work abroad. Chisa wan tise agent biaba. Yes, say US visa before payment. No more cancel. Aisha Moody. No ni girlfriend Tina Gang. What was in home boko America? Peter Paradise say Tina. This can win visa na Tina de man no. Or say was sending visa no war. Peter Paradise WhatsApp Peter Paradise uncle printing on your photocopy. No fanko full print. E would ye to say. Se would so prayer kwa brocha good luck. Na e grona ukomu ye tria hini fom ti se wo bebisa se emudua onsempa. Midimusia nyame pa mesanya ba ewomrepem. Love you guys. I'm going to really try and do no more politics because listen, it's stressful and that's not the truth anyway. Worse things has happened. Worse ones has happened. Inti senene we mu ye ne de ekiti hebi. Mayenko back to slave trade, and don't forget the word is trade, which means there was an exchange of goods, services. It be a prostitution and almost mene onanamo na ye enye broni na ye broni ni mpo wie no wase ama ye krata ma eni aye pepepe yesi there bi ensu ye ana yesi ensu ye ejise broni no odi ye gold no mayen or sign be pay chelse or no cry ye mistakes or beto yen or sign so just said the demands are endless and we are a scary bunch of people. If I was a white man, I will also sack you. because you were able to sell your own people to me, and centuries down the line change the story to let me look bad, and keep asking year after year, century after century after century, come and say, and you thieves, and you stole from us, and then we want it, and you were this, and you maltreated us, and this. You know what? Enough, bitches and motherfuckers. Why don't you give us our documentation? Leave our country. Our airports are wide open. Leave. Go. Live in your luxurious jungles and see how soon you would be extinct, because your own people will chop you. Where more to me so Namaste.